Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and I am going to do the pop-up in the new Christmas mini journal kit. And so there are these pieces, and I'm going to cut these out. Actually, so I'm not gonna make you watch me do some fussy cutting, but I will cut those out and then I'll be right back. Okay, I got my fussy cutting done. And so now I'm going to take these and do the folding. And I'm going to try and, I should probably score these because they are kind of important to get them accurate. So get a bone folder and anything that you can run along the fold here. Oh, yeah, a ruler would probably be smart. Just to make sure you get it exactly where you want it. Some of you have scoring tools and that works great. Okay, that's right on the line. This probably looks silly using this. Sometimes I use the back, as you know, if you've seen me, the back of an X-Acto knife. That works too, as long as you're using the back of it, not the sharp edge. But it just has to be anything that puts a small indentation in it. So it folds up. Well, hopefully that works out. Doesn't look like I got it. Ooh. Doesn't look like I got it square at all, actually. All right, well, what I'm going to do is fold it out flat. And it's kind of peeling the layer off there, but I think that still will work as long as it goes flat. Oh boy. I'm a little off on that. I'm going to go ahead and glue it. I'm not sure if that'll work or not. I've been a good girl and I put my Barely Art glue tips away, washed them out and put them away. So time to hook it back up. Hopefully it works great now since I did what I was told to do. Which is very unusual for me. Okay, let's see if I can get this to work. So I'm going to put the glue on this glue tab, and as with all pop-ups, you want to make sure you get that line glued really well, not over it, but glue right up to it. Oh, whoops. Well, here's the problem. Here's one of the problems. Am I on a camera here? Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. And I have got the line wrong, but we'll see if it works. Okay, so I'm going to flatten it and glue it like that. And then it needs to flatten that way. And if I manhandle it, it will. So those are the key movements, is that flat and that flat back and forth. Okay, so let's try this one. I'm going to be more careful with this and cut this off too. I don't know what I was thinking. I got an extra tab on this. I think I left the instructions so I know which box went with which one, but I think I've got that in my head, so I'm going to go on. Okay, let's try to get this exactly where it should be. That one is a little hard to see. One more. Okay. All right. Okay, so I was a little a little more careful with this one. Hopefully it behaves a little bit better than the other one did. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this to this, and you want that edge to be right on the edge, right as close as you can. Come on now. Okay, this is one thing about the Barely Art glue. It kind of lets you change position, which the glitter art glue is a little more persnickety, but okay, so this one is, this one doesn't want to go flat either. Okay, so I'm going to make it go flat because that's the key. Okay, so I'm going to flatten it, use this, flatten it the other way, which I'm going to have to force it also. Okay, let's see if I can get it flat, flat. Okay, it's grudgingly giving me what I want. Okay. All right, so the first thing you do, the short box is for Mary, the long box is for Joseph. Joseph goes in the back with the cow and the donkey. So you're going to take his box, and you're going to want, let the two brown pieces be up. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm telling you right. Yes. Okay. So you want the two brown sides up, and then put glue on here. And you want it glued really well where on these edges here, on these edges. And then you're going to glue this kind of in the middle of this way, and then you want that fold to be right on the fold line here as best you can. I'm going to get my big head in the way here because I got to get this lined up. Okay. Hopefully this is on the line. Yes. Okay, so you can see how it pops up. All right. And then you're going to put glue on this one side of this. And that's where you glue Joseph. And when you glue him, you want him to touch the very, like when it's open at a 45 or 90, sorry, at a 90 degree, you want to put him so he's touching the floor or the ground of the pop-up. And then let him, and then that should fold shut this way. And you can really put some pressure on it to glue, and then make sure he opens back up so you didn't get glue out from somewhere else. Okay, so let that dry for just a second, and we'll go to the second layer. Hopefully this one works. So now I folded this back both ways, made sure it lays flat because you want it to be able to do that both ways. And then now you're ready to do the second one. So what we're going to do is take this box, and on the, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. On the two, let's say on the two white panels, put the glue, and it's the same thing. You want to put this. Now this is your fold line where this is attached. And so you're going to glue this box flat, and you're going to put, I'm going to get my head in the way again. You're going to put this fold against the fold right here. So don't get misled by that white, where the white meets the brown. That's not important. What's important is where this is glued down. That's your fold line. And this one, it can go more this way because this is what's going to attach to it. So don't get it over here because it'll peek out and where it's cut. So more over to the left side of it, a little bit. Okay, so I think that's right. Glue that on. See if it pops up. And then it does, and so now I'm going to force it to fold both directions just to make sure it's going to work. Sometimes you have to kind of force it. Okay, and then that way. Okay, so now you're ready to glue Mary to the front. So you just put the glue, actually put the glue on here because that's the only part that's going to stick to it. And line that up so it's not peeking out on either side. And then touch it, make sure it touches to the ground. When this is at a 90-degree angle, you want that to touch down to the ground. Let that stick for just a second. You want to kind of let it stick pretty good because you're going to fold it flat, but you don't want to pop it loose. So I'm going to give it just a second and then fold it flat. And then open it up, and there is your pop-up. Okay, hope that worked out great for you. Mine worked pretty well in spite of my crazy folding or crazy scoring. Okay, and so now you need to do something for the cover of this, and so that could be anything. I'm just going to leave that up to you. I'm probably going to wait. I'm going to get some sort of Christmas paper or something and use here, but I haven't quite figured out what yet. So I'm just going to leave it alone, put it back in my box, and go on to the next thing. And so I think I will work on this pocket here too while we're doing this. So I'm going to cut my tab. This is the Folio. And that's got, oh, I got some gesso on that. Okay, where's my pin for my glue? Okay, so I'm gonna score just like I did on the pop up. I'm just gonna score this tab so it folds where I want it. And cut this. And you know, you can do this however you like. I'm going to make it 2 pockets instead of just 1. So I'm going to take my big circle punch and I'm going to kind of fold this in half. I just need to know just visually like where that is. So then I'm going to try and cut a little bit of a half circle. Let's see. Trying to eyeball where the fold is so I can do it exactly in the center of this part, or you know, thereabouts. And see if I can get a similar depth and all that. Let's see. Okay, so So I'm looking at the line here and the fold here, and I'm using these lines on this thing to center it. So, and I'm also trying to get it the same depth as the other circle that I just cut. Okay, so that's not too bad. Then I'm going to use my ink real quick. Maybe, there's this, okay. And get the edges of this. And then, so this is going to glue into your, here are these pages. This is going to glue in, let's see if I could either glue on that side. I think I'll probably glue it back here. Let me find a page that if I can find a page I don't like that much. Let's see. I'm not thrilled with, I've got two of these right next to each other. I think I only need one. I'm not that excited about it. So I'm going to probably glue it here. And I think what I'm going to do, and I suggest you do this too, honestly, is I'm going to trim this back just a little bit because it's going to catch back here where you fold it. So I'm going to take just a little bit off of it. Just so it does, I don't have any issue with it folding in. And I think I might even use the round edges. Let's see, small, medium, large. Okay, this is the, by the way, the Kodomaru Pro. It's got a small, medium, and large rounded corner, and it works great. Just, I had another one that quit working, and somebody online suggested this one, and I'm very thrilled with it. Okay, so this will go here on this edge, and then it will open up. And so this pocket, you could either glue, you know, here, 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 and I think I'll put it here, just so there's less of that green, because I like this a lot. So I think I'll put it here. And so what I'm gonna do is glue it along the outside edge and then one line in the center, and that will give me two separate pockets. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Right now. Oh. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this tab down like that. Oop. Try to get it right on the edge. And again, good thing I've got Barely Art glue because it lets me move it. Okay. Okay. So there's that. And so I've got two pockets here, but I mean, the sky's the limit, of course. You could put more pockets in here if you wanted to. But I'm going to leave that in there for now, like that. And so I think that's probably it for today for this video. So I hope you liked it. And if you did, please click the like button and think about subscribing. And we will go on with some more of this tomorrow. Bye-bye.